Good vibes and high tides. Good vibes and high tides. Hello. Hello, hello, all. I'm doing fine. Thank you. How are you? Hi, all. Hi, all. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. But good vibes and high tides. I'm Globie's Maeve Morveren. I am a corporate heiress Selkie, and today we're doing our 9th episode, oh my goodness, of Who Are You Really? 9th episode, huh? Jeez, the season is going great. Season's going great. Wow. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, wonderful. Today we have somebody very interesting. And by very interesting, I just mean like a VTuber, but also not VTuber, but also VTuber, right? Which is not surprising. We've had a couple of wonderful people, you know. We have the Evanito. We've had a couple of wonderful people here who do multiple lovely jobs, but we have the Evanito, and I hope, you know, he doesn't think I'm weird for saying the Evanito. You guys know him, right? First flesh tuber. That's not true. That's not true. Look, there's a VTube model right here. What are you talking about? Yeah. Just because we daylight as like what? We had Addie, who daylights as a cosplayer, so. But in any way, Who Are You Really is a podcast of mine that is basically something where I invite people, friends, hopefully friends or new friends, on. We shoot the shit. I have no structured questions whatsoever, and we just try to get to know them intimately without it being revealing. Yeah, Evan's wonderful. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and grab Evan real quick. Hi, Evan.
Hello. Sorry, I was listening to like your stream, and then like,
I knew
started
it
listening
too.
Here. That like jump scared me.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. No, dude. Okay, first of all, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I didn't, you know, I wasn't prepared for the aesthetic here. Like, these are nice frames that you have up on the wall and everything.
Yeah. No, it's actually funny. I like sent you the image with like the for the thumbnail, and you were like, "Wait, this is actually nice," and I'm like, "I know, right?"
No, it is. It is actually really nice. This is cool.
Thank you. Do you like the way it frames around everything?
No, oh my God. No, it's actually really okay. I will say though, this is episode 9. You said,
yeah,
of your podcast. Okay, so like fun fact for you, right? Not to be ominous at all.
Okay,
but most podcasts only last 9 episodes.
That's crazy. Really?
This is gonna be your last episode.
Wait. Hold on. Why 9? That's like just so specific.
I don't know. It's just a thing. It's like the average podcast is 9 episodes.
Where have you heard about this?
I think it's just like a statistics thing. Like the average podcast is 9 episodes. This is like taken from like thousands, right?
Well, statistics from where? Like, I'm like, have you seen this online or something?
I don't know, it's probably like statistics from like the early 2000s, and I don't know. It's probably not accurate anymore.
The early 2000s, yeah. No,
hey, listen, okay, I'm old.
Oh my goodness, are you old?
I am. I turned 32 last year.
Oh, still so young.
Yeah, what can I say? I have officially will stop aging this year.
Real. My mother
after
said
33,
that.
never aging again. I think 33 is like a good number, you know, like just, you know, after I turn it, I will forever be 33. When anyone asks, I'll be like 33.
A third of the way through life. You know what I mean?
True. Exactly.
And it's like 33-year-olds can look both like, you could be like in your 50s and still look 33.
Dude, I get told like very often, like IRL, because like, you know, obviously like, you know, my face is out there and stuff, but people often think I'm like 25 to 27.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so am I like the first like non like full, I guess, VTuber, or have you like had like non VTubers like here before?
So, let me think about it. I have had one other friend named Addie who also like cosplays and does and is artist and does a bunch of other stuff too, but it's not related. It's not under the same name. I don't think so. I think technically you are the only one that also doesn't VTube. Also, it's like a VTuber and also not VTuber. So
that's true, and it's all under the same name.
All under the same name, exactly. Evan, you're going through. We were talking to me. We were talking about your 6-month plan of being a VTuber.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. So like, okay. Well, here's the thing, right? I sat here. Actually, partially, this is your fault.
My fault?
Yes, I'm putting you on blast right now. See, ladies and gentlemen, all right, I had this internal pact, which I made public last year, to be fair. And I said, you know what? I will become a VTuber for 6 months if any other person I know joins a VTuber agency.
Oh, wait, really? Did you say that?
Yes, I did. I actually did. And
You're
here
joking.
we are. And I'm not even kidding, actually.
You're lying to me. You're lying to me, actually. There's no way.
I'm not. I'm literally not. And now I'm stuck being a VTuber for 6 months.
Well, then why the fuck did it take so long for you to get onto my podcast? Hello?
Okay,
he
well,
did?
I don't know.
Can confirm?
Listen.
Oh my god, the stream can confirm. The chat can confirm.
I've said this and like legit, and I was like, oh damn, now I have to commit to being a VTuber for 6 months.
You didn't even say it specifically to me. God, I want credit. What the heck?
You want credit for me being a VTuber?
I mean, yeah, you just said that. You were just like, it's your fault. Fine, give me the credit. What? I actually created Evan out from my rib.
Yes. Yeah, what can I say?
I took the rib out. Mm-hmm.
Just pulled it out and just formed me into what I am today.
Mm-hmm. That's what we did actually for Easter. That's what we did for Easter. Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you remember your last Easter egg hunt?
No. What?
Okay, I vividly remember mine.
Really?
There I was, 11 years old, right? And, we were going through the schoolyard looking for eggs. I see an egg in the patch of bushes, like at the end of like the field or whatever. I sprint over there. This girl is sprinting with me. I kick her and trip her, right? And, the teacher is like, Evan! And then I get yelled at for tripping a girl. But you know what? I still got to keep the egg.
Are you lying?
No.
You actually did? Well, I mean,
yes.
Of course you got to keep the egg, but like you actually was just like, fuck you, and tripped the girl.
I wanted the egg.
What's inside of these eggs? Like $100 or something for you?
No, they were just regular like boiled eggs that were painted.
What?
Yeah.
Is there even what you wanted the fucking boiled egg?
Yeah, you got to eat it after.
You like boiled eggs?
Yeah, who doesn't like boiled eggs?
Some people don't like boiled eggs.
Are there people who actually don't like boiled eggs? This is new to me.
Well, I mean, I can only assume, right? There's people who don't like random ass shit, okay? There's some people who don't like the color purple and shit like that. So I can only assume.
You know what? Wasn't a good movie. All right, so that's fair.
Oh my gosh, stop. I'm so good. I hate you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I missed you too, bud. No, but you know what I mean. So here's the thing for me with boiled eggs. I always like them, like not completely boiled, just like half boiled, so the yolk isn't too like soft and mushy.
So you like runny boiled eggs?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Why?
How do
you like the mush?
It?
Well,
I mean, I guess it's like a fried egg that's not completely fried, then, right? Like sunny side up.
It's yeah.
It's
you know how that's sunny side up,
okay.
but instead of like the fried edges and everything, it's like boiled.
God, no,
you know how like sometimes on salads they'll cut open the egg and then the egg yolk, like it's boiled egg, but they have like the egg yolk as part of kind of like the dressing on the salad.
I don't think I've ever tried a salad like that. I do remember I had this coworker when I was working way back who would literally buy me lunch every single day. Never knew why she did it. But she would buy me lunch every single day. So I just stopped, buying myself lunch. I just expected that she'd do it. And she would always buy me a salad. And they tasted so good. And so eventually I found out how much they what?
Bless
I'm sorry, I had
you.
to sneeze.
No, bless
Eventually
you.
I found out how much they cost. They were like $10 salads. I was like, why are you buying me $10 salads every day? She's like, I don't know, you seem like you were hungry. I'm like, yeah, but like I could get my own food.
Bro, what did you do? Like, you're probably like fucking.
I did nothing.
You look like a starving child at work, and they had to feed you salads. Wait, why salads too? Was this like an? Why do I feel like this is like an older woman that tried to like take care of you?
She was a bit older, yes.
That's why. She was like, you know what? He barely eats. If he eats, it better be good for him. You know what I mean? That's what I believe.
The starving Riz is crazy.
The starving Riz. Oh man, I'm so hungry.
No, I wasn't even asking anyone for food or anything. I was just chilling, you know?
Yeah,
no,
well,
my whole thing was like I would like not take that many lunch breaks, right? Like I mean you had to, but like I would sit there and just do nothing.
Like stare at the fucking wall, and she's like, please. Just eat. Yeah, like this makes me feel
Evan,
so uncomfortable. Please eat, Evan.
Yeah.
God. Oh, no, I thought that maybe she was like being rude. Like maybe she was like, this guy needs a salad.
this guy could use a salad. You know, maybe a walk. Salad. Right.
Oh, dude, you've been losing a crap ton of weight recently. Like all at once. Talk to me about that.
Yeah. So, like, I want to look like a Greek god by the age of 33, which is next year for me, unfortunately, because I'm trying to be like Michael B. Jordan, right? And like,
what?
I think Michael B. Jordan, he's like an actor, right? So, like,
oh, Michael B. Jordan. Okay. No, sorry,
is.
You said it really fast, and I just my ears are bad.
Like, dude just came out with a movie. It's called Sinners. I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know if it's
my
good.
ears are fucking used to underwater shit. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. But actually, it's funny you mentioned that, right? Mm-hmm. It took me until literally like an hour ago to realize that like you're supposed to be a seal, right?
Sorta.
And like my brain was like I was like, if everyone is like an animal, what animal is she? And I was scrolling.
Oh my God.
I was trying to figure it out. I really was. All right. And maybe I'm stupid for this, but like I eventually I did. Am I wrong about the seal thing?
No, I'm a Selkie. So it's like
a Selkie. Oh, I was wrong. I'm so sorry.
No. You're pretty much right. I'm a Selkie. So in water I seal. In land I human. It's like a mermaid but cuter.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you're pretty much right. Like seals are like the whole bit. Hi, Sealies. Sealies, say hi. You were half right.
I was half right. I was half right. I'm so sorry.
No, not at all.
But yeah, no. But back to the workout thing. Yeah, no. I've just been trying to work out and try to lose weight and stuff. And I've been mostly walking because I like walking.
Oh, okay,
I don't, but you know, I have to tell myself I do. So I keep doing it.
Just gaslight yourself into enjoying things.
No, that's literally it though. Like genuinely, like this is my advice to like anyone who like doesn't want to get into working out because they think it's going to be rough. If you gaslight yourself into thinking that it's cool, then eventually you'll like just do it and you'll be like, this is fine.
No, I believe that actually, because when I was starting to pick up on like a lot of work all at once, I was starting to get overwhelmed. And then I told people, like people were like, hey, you okay? Like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just a workaholic. You know what I mean? And then I ended up actually being able to like pass by another half a year just doing a crazy amount of work that I shouldn't be doing just without like any breakdowns. And I'm like, whoa, maybe I'm capable. Oh fuck! Like, holy shit, you know?
Like so maybe I'm her. Like hello.
And then now, like I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll take a break, and immediately it all crashes down, like, you know.
That's wild.
No, that's understandable. What about your diet? How have you been doing your diet?
Oh, my diet is like the coolest diet on planet Earth, right? So like, I told my community, it was I think it was last year actually, that I would adopt the craziest and best diet on planet Earth, and they thought I was crazy. Actually, no, it wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago, and they're like, Evan, this is ever gonna work, right? And I was like, no, trust. Marie Callender's not sponsored.
Real? Oh my god!
I'm not even kidding. Marie Callender's. They're healthy. They're boxed meals.
I'm sorry, real quick. Did you just say Marie Callender's was healthy? Which part of this is?
They are. They literally. Did you not know?
What
they have healthy options.
Okay, what makes it healthy to you? I need to know.
What do you mean? What makes it healthy to me? It is healthy. It's like freaking
Okay, what do you
like
look?
350 calories.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
like it's just a lot of high protein, and low carb stuff. Like it's good. It's decent.
Okay, here's the one thing though. Do you check your
Yeah.
sodium levels?
Hell no.
Okay, there we go. And
I don't.
that's where it's sitting.
What do you mean? I'm looking at the box now, Maria. I'm
You're
googling
checking
this.
your sodium levels? No,
I
this
have to.
actually this is
I need to
actually funny.
understand.
I had an old teacher, like a grade
Mhm.
teacher, and she what is it? She literally lost a crap ton of weight the year after I left that school because and every
Oh.
day she had a lean cuisine.
No, no, lean cuisine also works. I don't like
Yeah.
lean cuisine because it's a little bit more expensive. The portion sizes are a lot smaller, and like I'm a little
Well,
bit
yeah,
of a
they're
big
like
guy. I feel like
they're like
I
200
can't do
calories.
that.
So yeah, it makes sense.
No, they're like 200 calories. I would die.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, yeah, I tried that at first, and I mean, I didn't end up doing lean cuisine. And one of my roommates a couple years back, he did lean cuisine. He lost way more weight than I did initially, and eventually he swapped to Marie calendars. He's like, man, I need to feel full.
I need to feel
So
full. No, that's understandable actually. Very
yeah,
understandable.
no, it's good stuff though. It's worth it.
So are
It
you checking the
works.
sodium now?
I'm trying to find the sodium levels. I'm not finding anything.
Oh
Why would
my
you
Lord.
hide from me, Marie?
Because they know. That's how they get you, you know? They're like, "Oh my goodness. 0 OMG trans fat and,
I could
low
just go
calories,
look at one of the
whatever."
boxes, but I refuse to get up to look at one of the boxes. Wait, oh, hold on. Oh, it doesn't have it here. Yeah, it's not on the website. Why would you not have this information publicly available?
Do they have the information of like their calorie levels and stuff?
They do.
Oh, okay. So they're hiding the sodium. That's how you know, Evan.
What's wrong with sodium? It's not that bad, right?
Evan.
Let's
Evan.
see. Okay, hold on. I mean, it's they're okay. Their chicken pot pie has 750 milligrams of sodium. Is that bad? Is that bad? Is that what
Hold on,
you're
I'm
looking at me like
trying to-
it's
hold
like
on,
a bad thing?
Hold
Like I
on.
don't
I'm trying
understand.
to look it up.
Like, I don't know. Well, I guess their average food product has like 180 milligrams of sodium. So like, I guess most of the stuff is like, I don't really eat the chicken pot pies, but like the other stuff should be fine.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's too bad, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, see,
If
there
that's
we
what
go.
you're eating, if that's what you're eating, like pretty much all day, you're having like 3 square meals of Marie calendars, and that actually is quite
Shout
good.
out to Marie. Wait, 3?
How often do you eat? Do you not eat 3 square meals a day?
I've been eating once a day for
Oh my
like
god,
the
I
past 15 years.
So I also eat once a day.
I can't. It's very rare that I have 3 meals in a day. If I have 3 meals in a day, it's because I'm traveling with friends who are like, normal
Who
people,
eat, yeah.
and then who eat 3 meals a day, and they're like, "Oh, guys, it's like 8:30 in the morning. We have to grab breakfast." I'm like, "What are you talking about, bro?
No,
I can hold
oh
on
my
to
God.
6:30."
It's so true. It always makes me feel weird too because like okay, this is ridiculous, but we've met each other at conventions.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have. Because I just happened to be at the convention, not because of any other reason. All right, Chad.
Yeah.
Not because of any other possible content reason. Psh, promise.
Yeah, no, it was crazy when you transformed from your seal form to like human. It was crazy. Wild to see IRL.
Thank you. Like I really did the magical girl transformation. But and they wake up early, like during an AM time. And I'm like, aren't you guys all VTubers? What the fuck do you mean you went to sleep at 3 a.m. and decided to wake up at 7? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
No, it's insane, right? Because like I don't get it. Like they'll wake up early. They'll actually get breakfast. Some of them still find time for the gym. It's like, how are you a person?
It's actually kind
Right,
of
like-
especially like, how are you a person in this community? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes me. It's kind of gross to me. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like if you're
It feels like you're
functioning,
doing VTubing wrong because you're
yeah.
too correct. You're too right of a person.
It sounds wrong for me to say something like this, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Are you really trying? Are you really trying to be a VTuber? Do you take this shit seriously? Because you're functioning too well as a normal human being, and I think you're just not. You gotta lock in, bro. You know, like,
Yeah,
bro, you gotta
I,
lock in.
I need you to be a little bit more on the spectrum. All right, just like what's going on there?
Exactly. Some of them will be like, "Oh my god, yeah," and then some of them actually like do fitness as their thing, and I think it's so cool. It's so great for them because what the fuck are you talking about? And you would know, you would know. Evan, talk about like, if you don't mind, obviously, for all the people who don't know you here, like, please feel free to share with us your history of content creation.
My history, dude. I've been doing this for I guess I've been technically full time since 2019,
Mm-hmm.
but like I've been doing content technically since 2015, and I didn't really start popping up in like the bigger sphere of content until 2017 in Sea Dog VA videos.
Mm-mm-mm.
So like I guess that was like my big jumping off point, right? When I
Mm-mm-mm.
started editing for Connor, and one day he was like, Evan, can we please get the video to 10 minutes? And I said, hey man, this was like by the way, the third video I ever edited for him. Actually, no, second. And he goes, hey man, like we need the video to get 10 minutes. I'm like, hey man, I can't do that. He's like, no, you gotta do anything you can to get this video to 10 minutes. I said, all right, bet. And I was like, anything. He's like, yeah, I don't care, anything. So I turned my camera on and I just recorded myself doing dumb stuff. And I
What?
and I just added myself into the video,
Oh my
and
god.
I sent it back to him, and he thought it was hilarious.
Oh my god,
And
I love that. What?
he posted the video, and the comments were like, "Yo, your editor is so funny. I hope he comes back." And Connor was like, "We got to keep doing this."
Holy shit. I had no
Yep.
idea. I mean, I knew you edited for him, but I didn't realize like the story of it.
That's literally how it happened. And ever since then, like I would send him videos with me not in them, and he's like, no, you got to record a bit. Like I think you should insert yourself here, here, here. I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
I mean, I guess if you want me to be there. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it got the views, it generated the comments, and I mean, what was it like? I think it was like 6 or 7 months. He had 1 million subscribers. Like when I started working for him,
Damn.
he was at like freaking 250. And then we just kept making like we were pumping out
250
those videos like
what?
every few days. Yeah.
250 what?
250 250,000 subscribers to like 1 million within a few
Jesus
months.
Christ. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you still edit for him?
Mm, no, I do not.
That sounds. I mean, I know, but I had to ask for the chat. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah,
how is
right.
it
That's right.
possible at this point? Do you still talk to him?
Yeah. Yeah, no, we do. And like it's just legit. Like I looking back, I could not have like freaking expected that would have ever happened, right? Like
Mm-mm.
no one could have expected that it would have gotten that insane. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, it worked itself out. It's been nice since.
that's crazy. When did you decide to do your? When did you decide to like pop off and you were like, yeah, I'm gonna do my own stuff right now?
Well, I mean, I was always doing my own stuff like on the side. So like
Mm-hmm.
obviously I think people would just be like, "Oh, I've seen you in like Connor stuff." And then like they'd like find my channel, or like I was also doing stuff with like another creator, like another big VTuber at the time, and like he would always invite me to stuff as well. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I was in like I guess, two big channels content all the time, people just found me, and that's how my stuff started taking off. So yeah,
Mm.
I was able to just go full time in like 2019. I was like, all right, screw it, I'll quit my day job and do this thing.
What was your day job?
At the time I was in, because I was working like at VFX studios, just making like
Mm.
VFX for like movies, commercials and stuff.
Oh
But like this was like an in
wow.
between season, and like I couldn't really find work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take off this weird. It was like a weird medical gig, right? Where
Mm-mm.
I was kind of like an assistant, and I was like, I don't like this. I hate this job.
Mm-mm.
So
Literally in
I was
medicine.
like, I was after like a month, I was like, I quit. I can't do this anymore. And I was like, I'm just gonna risk it all, go full-time content, and not even attempt to like do like VFX anymore. And
Jesus.
yeah, it was a weird, stupid decision. I had no money in my savings. I remember I had like $700 in my bank account, and I said, "All right, Evan, it's time to do this thing."
What the fuck are you talking about? Were you still like
Yeah,
at home?
I was living at home, thankfully.
Mm.
So I mean, a lot happened at the time that led me to go back home because I did have an apartment
Mm.
with someone that I was dating, and then we broke up for reasons, and she kicked me out of my apartment. So I went back home, and I decided I was going to live with my mom, uh, and I was like, all right, well, I might as well freaking do this thing, and it was a lot went down, and
Damn.
yeah, I remember by the end of 2019, I had negative $700 in my bank account. Said, "Damn, this content thing
The
is not
complete
working."
opposite of how much you had
Yeah,
originally.
yeah. No, I was like, "Yeah, this content thing is clearly not working out." Uh, and then the craziest thing happened.
Mm.
Like global pandemic levels of crazy in 2020.
Great. Who could have? Oh my God, that's insane. I don't remember
And
any of
suddenly,
that.
I know, it was wild, but suddenly, my content just started taking off on Twitch. So yeah,
Wow. And so
yep.
now you're fine.
Yeah, now I'm fine. Now I'm doing perfectly okay. And like, yeah,
Mm.
it's been quite a journey. These what is it, like 6 years or whatever. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while,
No,
and
it's been a while.
it feels crazy to think that like it actually worked out, right?
Uh-huh.
Because like it was never really my dream to do this,
What was your
and
dream?
I honestly just wanted to make movies, right? And in a
Ah.
weird way, like making videos on the internet are like short form films, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I like doing that, right?
Right.
So yeah, I just kind of kept doing it.
Wow. I didn't know that you were so into movies.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still watch movies. Like I said, I was
Well, I
working in
just
the
mean like
VFX.
so into actually like wanting to make film. I mean, and a lot of people
Oh
do VFX, a lot of people do editing and everything, but like saying I just wanted to make film is kind of insane. Like I
yeah,
acted, but it's not like I sat down and was like I want to make film. I was like, ah, yeah, of course I would love to be a part of it.
I mean, I guess the craziest thing that a lot of people probably don't know about me is that like this is the like the big one that I mentioned to people is I did VFX on the movie Hereditary.
Whoa. Like a million
Yep.
years ago. Oh, you are old.
Yeah, what do you mean a million years ago? That was like, when did Hereditary come out? I
Hereditary.
not have a good. It was that like 2015 or
2018.
something?
2018. Okay, it wasn't that old.
2018. There you go. There you
Whoa,
go.
wait a minute. Hold on. So you were still doing VFX and oh, okay, in 2019 is when you started doing full time.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
Dude, I've just been around the block.
yeah. Were you already here? Cuz you're from Belize, right?
Oh yeah, no, I've been living in America since 2000 and like what year was it? It was like pretty early on. I graduated high school 2009, so it had to be 3 years before that. 2006, I guess. Am
You're
I am I am I mathing wrong?
No, I'm sorry. You said old numbers. That's so
I'm sorry, I'm older.
No,
Hello.
don't be sorry about that. I mean, hey, as a Selkie, I'm quite the age. I'm quite the age. So, uh, is that fair for you? You think that you continue to say that your Belize's number one YouTuber?
No, I am. I am
But you're
actually.
not in
Okay, so
Belize.
no. Here's the crazy part about that whole fiasco. Right,
A
Belize's
fiasco. Ooh, I
number
love
one
that.
YouTube channel was a news channel. It's Channel 5 News Belize. Right, they
Uh-huh.
had at the time when I first found this out, they had 30,000 subscribers. Right,
Okay.
and I believe at the time I had like five, and I was like, this is insane. I hate this. I want to be Belize's number one, like the biggest YouTuber, right? I was like, you know what? Actually, I want to be the first channel in Belize to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And like legit, I that was it. It was just out of pure spite that I went ahead and tried to make this happen.
Damn, what
And
is
the
Channel 5
craziest thing
News to
happened.
you, bro? What the hell?
They existed. And also, I have personal beef. Well, it's not personal. Listen, all right, they hate my family. And so because of that, I hate them.
What the fuck are you talking about? Let's peel the layers of this one. Ooh, let me just go ahead and get my popcorn real quick. Tell me about.
It's not even anything serious, actually. It's just my aunt is not very much liked by a lot of people in Belize. And you know, they like when I actually hit 100K, right? I was like, all right, first Belizean to ever do this. Like, you got to put me on the news, right? You got to put me on the news. And they said no. I know. And now I despise them immensely. But it's okay. I don't need to be a Channel 5 News. I beat them. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, you did. But like, here's my thing. Isn't it a little unfair because you're not in Belize?
No, it's not. I was born and raised there. Okay, so it still counts.
How old were you when you left?
I think I was like 13 or something. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. If you say it counts, but I bet Channel 5 is pissed off, bro.
It does count. I was born and raised as a Belizean man. That's it. That's fair.
Is that what they're called? Belizeans?
Yes, we are called Belizeans.
Is there a language for Belize? Like a separate language?
I mean, it is. It's English. Is there supposed to be another language? I don't know. I'm
wondering if there is a separate language outside of English. No?
Oh, yeah. It's Spanish.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
The main language of the country is English. It's actually, okay, so fun fact about Belize. It is the only country in Central America that was bought by the British, and therefore its main language is English.
Oh, is it kind of like how like Hong Kong is like most of their language really is just English, but in Hong Kong they also just happen to speak other languages, kind of stuff?
Yes, that's pretty much it. Like, so like we literally just speak English in Belize, right? So like I guess that's why it's also like a popular tourist destination in Central America, because like you just go there and just speak English and it's fine. You're
my first Belizean, so I didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I actually totally forgot Belize was like a place at all until I met you.
That is wild because it's literally one of the most popular tourist destination for people.
That's very surprising to me, but now I want to go.
Yeah. Well, Belize has the blue hole, that's why.
I don't think we should be talking about me like that.
No, okay, that's not what I meant. Whoa, wait a second.
I'm kidding. What is the blue hole?
It's like one of like the wonders of the world or something, right? Like
what?
The blue hole, it's like the big giant gaping hole in the planet. Like if you Google this right now, it'll pop up.
What?
It's like, yeah.
What the
I'm
fuck
not even kidding.
This? What the hell is this?
If you Google the blue hole, the first thing that'll pop up is
What? I've never seen this before.
Have you not?
I have never ever seen this before.
Wow. Yeah. No, it's a super popular tourist destination.
You can just go there?
Yeah, you can go there.
What's inside?
I don't know. It's like an inverted volcano or something. I don't know.
Whoa, that's actually kind of cool. Oh my god, I think you can dive in it.
Can you?
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever trust that. I'm gonna be honest.
Why would you try? It's just the ocean. It's just the ocean. I mean.
Yeah. Well, sea creatures terrify me.
I'm literally right here, but okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I'm not. You didn't force me to be here or anything.
Yeah. No blackmail waiting at the end of a convention for you at all.
But no, it's like it's super cool. Belize also has the second largest barrier reef in the world. Although technically, I believe we have the only one that's remaining because Australia's is dead or something.
The Great Barrier Reef is dead.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in Australia. How did you kill it, guys?
That's crazy.
Yeah, Belize's barrier reef is still alive.
Evan,
kicking. Yeah.
How did you get into doing VFX for film? You like moved here and then you went to college for it or something?
Oh yeah, no, I wanted to like just work on movies, and I didn't like editing. And I was like, all right, well, VFX is like I take everyone else's work and I just have to put it together at the end, which is cool. And so I was like, all right, it's like Photoshop for like video, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I could do that. And yeah, I went to college for it, and immediately after college, I started working in the industry because like my like college rep was like, I'm gonna get you a job
Oh,
the
that's
day after graduation. And
nice.
I was
Oh,
like, yeah,
that's
I don't believe you.
awesome. And then
And then
they
the
did
day
it.
after graduation, he's like, you have an interview. I'm like, bruh, can I take a
Wait!
break?
That's so sick though. That's that. Hey, yo, W college rep.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I mean, like I graduated college in like 2012, and then I worked for like from then until like what, like 2018, 2019 ish, just doing VFX.
That's You graduated college in 2012?
I did.
I want to message something to you.
Oh, can't believe that Maeve is DMing me the movie 2012 right now. And like, you know, like it's insane to me that like now this movie is just in our DMs that I will watch later. You know, I've never heard of this movie before, guys.
It's a good movie.
That's cool though. That's cool.
No, I was hold on.
What? I think it's a cool movie.
Oh, yeah, 2012. Yeah, 2012 is a cool movie.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's it. I needed to say that out loud. Thank you.
What? Okay. All right. Wow. That's guys. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep later. That's all you need to know.
No, don't do that. You're so cute.
But yeah, no, I legitimately like. I was just working. I mean, how old was I when I graduated college? Because I graduated high school at 16, right? And like after that, I don't know. I just did random bullshit go, and then you know graduated college and just was doing cool stuff in the industry. Yeah, I think I've worked on like really silly and really cool things because like VFX isn't all about like you know the big action movies. Sometimes it's like simple stuff of like, hey, Disney wants you to add some simple VFX stuff to the Muppets Band-Aid app.
Love that.
Yeah, that's the thing I worked on.
Band-Aid app?
The Muppets had a Band-Aid app.
What the heck is a Band-Aid app?
I don't know. It was a weird thing that they did, and this was a real app. It's for whatever reason, it like your Band-Aids attached to some weird app that the Muppets had, and they had some silly VFX stuff happen in the. I don't know, man. All right, I was paid to work on it. All right, that's all I know.
Oh my god, wait, that's actually adorable. So what they did, Sealies, was that they had a Band-Aid thing with Johnson & Johnson, and I think you could take the app and it would just do like the augmented reality thing. Like if you would put the app on, like show the app camera onto like your Band-Aid, and it would put people up there. Muppets Come to Life.
Was that what it was called?
No. Here, I don't know what it was called.
Legit, sometimes we just get told, like when you're doing like VFX or movies, sometimes you don't even know the name of the movie or project we're working on. You're just like, yo, just work on this thing and have fun doing it.
It literally is like Band-Aid's Muppet app. Band-Aid's Muppet app. Wait, what?
But yeah, I've worked on some ridiculously silly things.
Hold on. Band-Aid is a brand name?
Did you not know that?
No? I thought that it's
Did you?
Oh my god, what?
Yeah, it's like Kleenex. That's also a brand name.
Yeah, I always called it tissue though, so I've never been confused. I just didn't know that Band-Aid was a brand name.
Yeah, Band-Aid is a brand name.
I'm learning so much, and it's crazy because like half of these things I'm learning isn't even about you. I'm so sorry. Like
no,
as we talk,
I'm like
I'm
teaching you random facts about the world right now.
And you know what? That says enough about you.
I just know.
It's actually quite. Yeah, you just know things. Do you ever? Okay. Here's my question. You know when you had that moment and you only had like what $700 in your bank account, and you know your partner at that time was like, yeah, fuck you, and decided to kick you out. And where in the space of your mind did you sit there and go, you know what, I'm not scared?
That's a very good question, actually.
Like where did your fear go at that moment? Because I'm trying to learn where to put my fear, you know?
Genuinely, I think I don't know. I chose violence or something, right? I remember exactly what I was doing. I was watching Mob Psycho 100 season 2,
Real.
and there was a point where Mob decided to throw away his own fear, and he was just like, I'm just gonna do what I want, right, and hope for the best. And legitimately, it was in that spark that I decided to quit my job. And I I remember this distinctly because I made a video about it.
Oh my God. I love
my,
that.
my my resignation letter to the job I had at the time
Mm-hmm.
was a YouTube video I recorded, and I sent them the link.
Evan,
That video is still public on my channel.
what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not
Stop.
kidding. I am.
What did
not
oh my goodness.
kidding.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. What is it called?
Hold on. Hey, let me. It might have been a silly title. See if it's. Is it? Did I still keep the name? Oh yeah, no. Here it is. Mob Psycho 100 made me quit my job. This video is so stupid.
And then you sent that to your job. Your medical temp job.
I sent them the link. March 20th, 2019.
Well, wait, what is it?
Yep.
Mob Psycho 100.
I can DM you a link. It's like it's so silly.
Oh my God. 6 years ago.
Yeah.
You guys, here you go. I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to drop this for you. When people say that like anime is inspiring, let me guess, you probably don't agree, huh?
Well, me that anime isn't inspiring?
Yeah. But I'm obviously teasing because do you still find yourself like being inspired by anime in big moments like this?
I do actually. I mean, I feel like a part of the reason I decided to get back into trying to work out and get myself healthier was because of solo leveling, funny enough.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I mean, for anyone who doesn't know, I used to be an anime YouTuber.
What?
I do like anime reviews and like analysis and stuff like that. Except like, I guess like a lot of my friends didn't really consider me an anime YouTuber because instead of like, taking it seriously, like most of them, they didn't really like this anime. It talks about the intellectual blah, blah, blah. I just made fun of anime that I liked.
My favorite part is you did the full accent too.
Yeah.
This anime talks about blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so that's what I did, and yeah, that's how I started. I mean, like that's how I guess me and like a few of my like roommates started actually. Like one of my roommates is like Core from Spilling the Milk, and he used to do anime analysis stuff.
You how do I say that? You've had content like forever.
Yeah.
Where do you come up with more? Why does the well not run dry?
For content?
Yeah, like now obviously you've done more than just anime, right? Where did you sit down and decide like how?
I don't know. I think when my brain wants to do something, half the time I just say, "All right, let's do it." Right? And I mean, I guess it's something I'm struggling with a little bit more because like back then, obviously, I had no fear. I was like, you know what, this is gonna somehow work itself out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here I am in my 30s now, being a little bit more cautious, and I think that's a problem. I think I need to go back to being like, fuck it, it's just gonna work itself out.
Yeah, no, actually, I believe that. I truly believe that, like inhibiting yourself is the only reason that you're failing. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Why?
So, yeah,
why'd you start inhibiting yourself?
Because I think I realized that I didn't want to lose what I have.
Now you have things to lose.
Yeah, back then I literally had nothing to lose. Right? Like, where else was the guy gonna go? Like, I had $700 in my bank account, and that was it. I was like, all right,
okay, Evan,
there's nothing to lose here.
Well, what if you lose it because you were so busy being worried about losing it?
That is so deep, and that scares me to think about. No, you're right. You're
Think
actually
about
right
it.
though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I've been trying to like lose the inhibitions bit by bit this year specifically, which
Mm-hmm.
is why I got back into working out, and I was like, all right, let me just do this thing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
my whole thing is like, what if I just worked out for 100 days straight? And I was like, let me just do it, right?
Is that what you're doing?
And
100 days straight working
yes,
out?
yeah,
Wait,
yes.
isn't that that's what's its faces? One Punch Man.
One Punch Man did it, and I mean, I'm not going as crazy as he did because that would be insane.
It's
But
not even
like,
that bad actually. I tried it for like a little bit and I was like, oh, I could technically do this if it wasn't for the fact that COVID
yeah,
literally hit right then.
yeah, no, but like I feel like anyone, like I mean, obviously I think anyone can do anything that they put their minds to, right?
True.
But the problem is you have to put your mind to it.
True.
So yeah, I think that like you just got to do things, and so I've just been doing them.
Do you think that you like sleep enough?
I definitely wasn't before this year, and I decided to take a step back from a few things. And like last year, I think specifically, I was getting like my roommate, like he yelled at me for this, but I was like at some points getting like 3 hours of sleep a night,
Oh
and
my, for
more
how
so,
long?
that was just like every day. Yeah,
Oh,
and
sicko.
so like this year, now I've been getting at least 6 hours every single night. And I had some points, though, I will say, earlier in the year, where I was sleeping 12 hours a day. I was like, okay, we got to get stuff done. So,
I think your
yeah,
sleep, what is that called? Sleep debt finally like caught up.
deprivation.
Sleep
Yeah, yeah.
debt.
Death, sleep death.
Debt, like money debt. Like, oh, do you have
Oh, like
debt?
what? Okay, yeah, I get you.
Yeah. I think it finally caught up for a little bit. How do you feel
Yeah, no,
like what drives you, Evan?
to wake up in the morning and do things.
Yeah. What drives you to
Um,
say you know what? Like, I don't want to sleep 12 hours a day anymore.
I guess it's boring, right? Like I feel like I kind of want to
Mm.
just do fun things. Like every single day I wake up, it's in hopes to do something that I will remember as incredibly fun, right? Like no matter what that thing is. I don't really say
Damn.
no to a lot of things because like there was this YouTube channel that I would watch. It was called like Yes Theory,
Hmm.
and that kind of motivated me. Actually, I think it was around like 2019 as well, where like they were like, "Hey, just start saying yes to those things that make you uncomfortable." And I started doing that, and like ever since then, like I've had like some of the most interesting experiences in my life. Right, like I got to go to Japan last year for the first time because one of my friends was like,
Mm.
"Evan, do you want to come to Japan with me?" And I said, yeah,
Yeah.
but like
Hell
I
yeah.
can't really like afford that. Like I don't know how I would be able to do that. And he's like,
Yeah.
Evan, don't worry about that. Do you want to come? Just say yes or no. And I said, yes. And yeah, he got the trip sponsored for us and I got to go to Japan for free.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah. So
Holy
like
shit. Did you guys have to do content for it?
oh yeah, I just made like a few videos. But like yeah, it was fun. It was very fun. And I I want more experiences like that in my life
Hmm.
by just saying yes.
Evan,
Yeah.
you want to open a bar with me?
Okay, like all right, there's a lot of logistics into opening a bar, and I feel like there's contracts involved. And
Nice. Thank you.
that,
Thanks for the thought.
that sounds stressful.
Evan, you don't got to worry about it. Do you want to open a bar with me?
You know what? Yes.
I love that. Oh, so when you moved from Belize, did you move somewhere that was like very close to the industry? Like,
Yeah, no, so like my family has like been scattered all across America
hmm,
for years, and we most of them are in the East Coast,
hmm,
and we only had like one other family member in Los Angeles, and
hmm.
that's where my like mom ended up, and I was like, okay, well, like we're moving to LA, obviously, and so we moved to LA,
Hmm, hmm.
and it was perfect for me because I was like, well, I want to work in movies anyway, so like
Yeah. You were
this is
like,
the
oh my
city to do
God.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I know a lot of people have their hatred for Los Angeles. I personally think it is the best city on planet Earth. And that's a bold, crazy statement. But like
Yeah, because
I
you
know a
literally
lot
went to Japan like last year.
Yeah, but like there's no place like LA. I feel like
I mean, there's no place
I've
like
traveled.
LA, but it doesn't mean it's. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay, but like I'm from a third world country with
Mm,
zero opportunity, and if
mm.
there's any place on planet Earth with a myriad of opportunity, it is Los Angeles. Like I feel like you could do anything you want in that city.
And if you want to work in finance, go over to New York.
That's fair. That is actually fair.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could do that in Los Angeles too.
Okay. No, I mean that's true. Realistically, the only like the main thing I dislike about Los Angeles is their streets and their parking. So
Yeah, when I start thinking about the streets, the parking, and the traffic, it does kind of become a little bit like insane. But like, if you don't think about any of that, right? It's
just like
it's
Los
a
Angeles
beautiful
itself.
city. Yeah, it's a beautiful city. As long as you avoid downtown, with beautiful people.
As long as you don't, as long as you avoid downtown.
As long as you avoid downtown, and also just like it's actually affordable as long as you avoid downtown, and well, and also Third Street Promenade and Santa Monica. But outside of all of those places, it is actually a very, very fine city.
What is your favorite thing about LA?
Ooh, God, okay. Funny enough, I think it is just Santa Monica Pier.
Is it?
It's wonderful. A lot of people think Venice is like where the culture of LA is, right? But like I think it's the Santa Monica Pier. Like it's more fun, way more crowded. But like I think like at least at the Santa Monica Pier, when I leave it, I will not be assaulted by people. I just have to worry about how much I paid for parking.
Evan,
Yeah.
what is one thing for you would recommend to anybody who's going to LA tomorrow?
Okay, like they have to do.
That is like you know they're going to enjoy it for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, if you are an avid meat eater, go to Roro's Chicken in Hollywood. Tell them I sent you. They're great. I love them to death. I've been eating there since the Avengers movie came out because the shawarma is amazing.
Shawarma. There
Dude,
you go. There you go, Liv.
I'm not even kidding. I used to visit that place so often. Like it's literally there's this place in Hollywood called Roro's Chicken, and it was the Avengers movie. It had just happened, and I was like, "What the heck is shawarma?" And so like a few of my coworkers
stop! Really?
were like, yeah, and like if a few of my coworkers, they were like, "Oh, like we can go find a shawarma place." And so we found a shawarma place that was like a 5-minute walk away from where we worked, and it was Roro's Chicken, and I was like, "Yo!" And so we go to Roro's Chicken. We got shawarma wraps. It was like the greatest thing I had ever tasted in my life. To this day, I still love and eat shawarma. I had shawarma yesterday, actually, and like,
but like it doesn't
legit,
compare to Roro's.
It does not. I don't think anything on the planet so far for me has compared to Roro's Chicken, and it's so incredibly good. I love it so much. I've used it as like a first date spot.
Is it so? It looks decent.
No, it's not even a fancy place. It's like a hole in the wall. And like it got to a point where like I would take so many people there. Like one of the guys that worked there, he's like, "Oh, a new girl," and I was like,
bro, like, shut up, like, shut up. Oh my gosh. That's why you had to stop going, huh?
No, I mean I still went. But yeah,
Evan, what the fuck? You had to at least tell him.
No.
New girl. Yeah, new girl, you say. Wow.
Hey, man.
Evan?
Look, man, I just like the shawarma.
Evan, do you think you date a lot?
Do I think I what?
Do you think you date a lot?
I definitely used to. I don't anymore. I mean, I've been single for the past like almost 2 years now. But normally I have a new girlfriend every single year. I've had a new girlfriend every single year since I think 2019.
Why?
I don't know. It just happens. I mean, I find people I like, I talk to them, and then obviously things progress from there. But like over the past year and a half, 2 years, I've just kind of been like, yo, I want to make videos. I want to focus on my content, and that's been a great experience.
I mean, weren't you always making videos and focusing on your content?
Okay, that's true, actually. However, I mean, I did more of it last year. And I kind of, I don't know, I kind of just like started so many YouTube channels.
What do you mean? How many
I
YouTube
think I do
channels do you
too much now.
have?
I have my main one, which is Evanito, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the one that I've been working on the most in the past few months, which is Evanito Live. And then there was Evanito Plus, where I react to just the first and last episode of like cartoons. And then I had just Evanito, which is like my VTuber news channel of sorts. Yeah, it's just a lot.
Tell me about your like content schedule and where you put it.
This the schedule is I open my bank account, I say, oh, I need money, and then I make a video.
Jazz. I mean, like what? So how often do these uploads go? Are they consistent? If you're not doing it consistently, like how is it making money? Like
Well, I mean, the simple way I make money is just ad revenue, right? And then
no,
like
right, but
in terms of like I guess the schedule, genuinely I'll wake up and like I'm always in the mood to make a video. I don't know why I am, but I'm like just consistently I will always be in the mood to make a video. If, like someone's like, you want to make a video right now? I'm like, yeah, like why
wow.
not, right?
That's actually such a
Um,
buff, bro. What the hell?
I don't know. It's probably a little bit of a problem because sometimes I try to like film like everything that I'm doing because like I just like even if I'm not releasing anywhere, I
Mm-hmm.
want to catalog it for myself, right? And
Mm.
sometimes it annoys some of my friends, especially as of recent, since a lot of them are now VTubers. And
Mm.
I'm like, I'm like, this is just free. Or if I do release it, I'm gonna blur your face or like mute your voice or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, I mean, like I went to like recently I went to the Ren Fair with like
Mm.
one of my roommates who is a VTuber, and like legitimately the entire time, if you ever watch the video, like she was in it for like most of my time there, but when I cut the video, I cut her completely out of it. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was cool. So I
Wow.
just I just love filming stuff.
Wow. I mean,
Hmm.
that's I suppose that's like really easy, but even though you love filming stuff, how do you know when it's like, okay, it's time for the which one's the cartoon one?
Like as in like which channel to film
Yeah,
what
which
for?
channel to do what? Like, is there a consistency like to uploads for all these
Yeah.
different channels?
So like legitimately, I think I've cataloged things to certain channels. Like Avenito is like real recently where I've just reacted to VTuber clips that people send me. Um, just Avenito was VTuber news stuff, and then Avenito Plus, which is the cartoon stuff,
Plus.
is just for cartoons, and then Avenito Live is essentially anything that I do on stream, which is mostly other reaction based stuff, and now also recently stuff that I haven't been doing on stream, like vlogs. For
Mm.
whatever reason, I've just ended up putting on that channel because I was just like, oh, whatever.
I'm trying to look for Evanito Plus.
Oh yeah, Vanilla Plus, it's a banger, dude.
Does it say plus or is it Evanito
It
and then with the plus
We have to spell
sign?
Avenito with the zero, and then you can type it either way, the plus sign or like the plus. It should pop up
Oh, I
if
see
it's
it now.
yeah.
Holy shit, 99,000 views on the Gravity Falls one. I love Gravity
Yeah,
Falls.
yeah. The one I'm working on right now is Steven Universe. Just watching the first and last episode.
How what do you even talk about cuz you barely like get to know what it is?
So that's the whole point, right? Like people got angry at me for all these videos, but like the whole point is I'm just trying to see if I could predict what's happening by
Hmm.
watching just the first episode and then see if I could predict everything in between and then watch the last episode.
That's really interesting. Oh, there's other
Yeah.
stuff here too. Why everyone hates
Oh yeah.
dating apps and stuff. Random
Oh
other
yeah. That was
random stuff. Bonnie
I
is
used
here.
to. Yeah. No. So that channel was initially going to be the stuff for my live stream content, and then I
Mm.
just swapped it over to the live channel.
Evan, who's helping you with all this? There's no way you're about to
Uh,
tell me you do this yourself, right?
I do everything myself.
What?
I have a manager, but like outside of that, it's just me. It is literally just
What's
me.
your manager do?
He sits there and will like respond to sponsors for me, or like reach out to things for me if I need him to, or remind me to do things because he's like, Evan, you got to make this video, or Evan, you have to respond to this email. I'm like, okay, my bad.
Do you feel like any of your channels right now are lacking?
Yeah, the plus channel. That's like my one channel I know if I consistently made videos every single week would probably hit 1 million subscribers like within a year.
If you, oh,
Like,
but
because I feel like the content on that channel is absolutely evergreen. The problem is it takes so much more effort and work than any other channel I have.
So you've just been kind of taking, so you don't have like a consistent schedule for the uploads there, huh?
No, I do not, unfortunately. It's just like, for instance, like a video on the Evan Nito channel, like my main channel, will take me like maybe an hour to like record, and then maybe another hour to edit, right? For the live channel, it's like maybe a 30-minute recording and then like a 10-minute edit.
Yeah.
For just I mean, they're not even edited. They're just me yapping and I post it. And freaking Evanito plus the videos take like 20 hours total to do everything.
God.
And I'm just sitting there grinding away for 20 hours, and they do incredibly well, sure, but it's like it's a lot of work. But it obviously it pays off, right? And if I were to just focus on that, I know for a fact that channel would absolutely take off.
What makes you so? Is it just because of the evergreen content?
Yeah, no, it's simply because of the evergreen content. I mean, like
what
every
makes it
channel,
evergreen?
like, well, I mean, people will always be interested in stuff like that, right? Like I'm just reacting to very popular cartoons. And so like people will always be interested in looking up very popular cartoons, and it might pique their interest to be like, what if someone only watched the first?
Is it not the same way with VTubers?
Yes, I mean certain VTubers, right? Like but I don't think it's like all VTubers. I feel like
like
more
obviously
people,
the cartoons have like a bigger audience, right?
Yeah, they have an infinitely larger audience, right? Like, if I asked my mom what Pokemon is, she'd be like, yeah, I know what a Pokemon is. But if I asked my mom like what X VTuber is, she'd be like, who? So yeah, like I feel like that's what makes it like more evergreen. And that is why I feel in my heart, I know that channel would reach like 1 million subscribers in like a year if I hunkered down.
Evan, do you have siblings?
I have 2 sisters, older.
Oh, 2 older sisters. Did they move with you from Belize to
they did.
LA? Are they still around you?
Yeah. No, they still live in LA.
Okay, so you're no longer in LA.
One of them's on a cruise right now, which is insane.
Oh my gosh, that's nice.
She calls me yesterday on Easter Sunday. She goes, hey, I'm going on a cruise with mom. I'm like, what?
Real. I love that. That's lovely. When? Oh, right now? Literally right now?
Yeah, they're on a cruise right now. I got a text message before we started of my mom on a cruise ship.
Which line is it? Which cruise line is it?
I have no clue. They go on cruises very often.
Perfect. Find me the information. I'm interested. No, that's So, do you think that you're close to them?
I definitely feel like I should be a better son and call my mom more, but like
I mean, your sisters, but good to know. Thanks for the confession. Free confession. I meant your sister. No, free confession.
I mean, yeah, no, I feel like I'm chill with my family. Obviously, like if they call me, I'll answer. I feel like I should call them more, but like, yeah, we're fine.
But were you always like? So you're fine, but you're not close, right?
I guess we are. I don't know. We don't hang out that often, but like, if I was there or if they invited me somewhere and I had the time, I'd be like, sure, let's do it. Right. Like right now, my sister's trying to get me, funny enough, to go on a cruise with her to the Bahamas, I think. And I'm just like, first of all, why? Because I went on a cruise with her before and I hated it.
You hated it, but like, she didn't, obviously.
Well, I just I hate ships is the problem, right? I felt like I was trapped on this giant boat, and like that is terrifying when you really think about it.
So, no, I love cruises. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I didn't enjoy it. And she's like, yo, let's go to the Bahamas. I'm like, dude, Why?
I
Why would I
hated
want to
it.
do
Why would you want to invite me again?
that? Yeah. And then my mom was trying to get me to go to like Nigeria with her.
Mm.
Um, and I was like, first of all, mother, like I understand you have all this money, but like, how about we go somewhere like I don't know, a lot more entertaining to my mind's palace, like New Zealand. All right, there's a lot of grass there.
Mm.
I like grass, right? Like I don't know what's in Nigeria, but like I know there's grass in New Zealand and waterfalls.
Why is your mom rich?
I don't know. She's a school teacher.
What?
I know. It doesn't make sense. They're supposed to be getting paid like less or something.
What does she
But apparently
teach?
she's not.
Does she teach at a private school? And what does she teach?
She's like a 5th grade school teacher. Like I don't understand where she's getting this money from.
She like teaching at a private school?
I believe it is, but like still,
There
it's
you go.
just
There you
like,
go. Easy, done. Easy. Sorry.
what do you mean? Like I no, like why is she not getting underpaid? Like what's going on?
Private schools don't do that. No, I'm dead serious. Private schools like they pay like a crap ton of money and they actually pay for their teachers.
You know, and I guess that's fair. You know, we
Yeah,
should pay
yeah.
teachers
I was like, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. But it's
Sure,
also kind of crazy
sure.
because it means that like she's on a cruise right now, so she probably has like a sub or something, huh?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it's like Easter break for people in school or something like that.
Oh, really? Do they like
Yeah,
get
spring
a
break.
whole? Oh, spring break. I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. So, do they know what you do and how do they feel about it? Also, were they ever disappointed in you? Were you ever afraid
I
of
mean,
being? Were you ever afraid of disappointing them? You
it,
can pick all of them and answer as you like.
I to be fair, I don't think my family completely understands it. Like they knew I was doing YouTube stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, I mean, we had like Connor, Sea Dog VA, like come over to our house, and,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, and they didn't like the man had 1 million subscribers and they still didn't really understand what that meant, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like they were just like, oh, so you like make videos on the internet with my son?
True.
And he
True.
goes,
True.
yeah. And they're like, okay, I guess that's cool.
Okay. Yeah. I guess. All right.
You're
Cool.
like, they're
Anyways,
like, whatever. I don't. They were like,
I
you
bet your
okay?
mom. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if your mom's like that, but you know, they
No, my
somebody
mom
would.
is like that.
No. No.
Like
No. No. No.
I literally.
I was gonna say
Huh?
like a scenario first. Like, oh,
Oh,
I don't know if your mom is like this, but like you'll have them over and at the end of
yeah.
it, she'll like still judge for like, oh, they didn't take their shoes off or like, oh, they didn't say goodbye properly. Like, does your mom do that?
She does do that to a lot of people. Cause surprised she didn't do that to Connor. She actually like really liked them.
Mm.
But yeah, maybe it's the British accent or
It's the
something.
I literally was gonna say it's the accent.
No, she was like, he's like really nice, and I was like, yeah.
That's what my mom would do. Literally, my mom would like listen to the accent, say absolutely nothing because she can't understand accents, but then like
Yeah.
swoon over it. It's that easy for her.
No, but yeah, I mean, like I guess I don't even know if they've even attempted to understand, right? Because like the entire family knows I do YouTube for a living, but they don't
Mm.
like try to put it into perspective or anything. Like when I became the biggest YouTuber from Belize, my mom and my aunts were like, that's cool. And I showed them the play button. I was like, literally no one else in the country has one of these. And they were like, okay.
They're like,
And I was
wow,
like,
that's
all right,
a
whatever.
nice paperweight.
Yeah,
A very
they're like, yeah,
specific
okay,
paperweight.
that's cool, I
That's
guess.
crazy. Do you wish that maybe they like recognized it more?
I mean, sometimes I do, but for the most part, I've stopped caring about how much weight they put into it because, like, yeah, like at least they're somewhat supportive,
Mm-mm.
right?
Like at least
Like,
they're not yelling
sure,
at you to do something else.
yeah, like I mean, they were in the start, but now they're just like, whatever, it's working.
Oh, how
So,
long is it? Like, what do you mean they were in the start?
well, I mean, like if you tell any parent, I feel, hey, I'm just gonna do videos on the internet. Most of them would probably be like, I mean, maybe not now, but like back then, like they'd be like, Why? Go
Mm-mm.
get a real job."
How'd you fight against
But
that?
I didn't listen.
And they were just fine with that. They were just like,
I
okay,
mean,
that's gonna be my loser son.
so I guess it's like they didn't even want me to go to film school, right? Because I that's
Right,
what I did.
it's
I went to
film.
film school, and I literally I remember, all right, it was like it was a 2-part PowerPoint presentation that I made.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, look, okay, first of all, you guys know I like just making videos because I was already like recording stuff and editing it on my PC or whatever. Right? I was like, I
Uh-huh.
really just like doing this. So I made a PowerPoint. I was like, the benefits of me going to film school.
Oh
VFX
my
artists get
god.
paid as much as doctors.
You did the Emma Stone thing.
Wait, did she do that?
Yeah, so Emma Stone, one of my favorite stories for like acting is Emma Stone, where she grew up and she was like from fucking the Midwest or whatever of America, the yeehaw areas of America, and
Yeah.
she wanted to convince her parents to let her go acting, so she did a PowerPoint at like the age of what, like 12, 13, something like that, and of like why they should move to LA and she should pursue it. And now she has an Oscar.
That's
So.
actually no, that is actually. I wish I had an Oscar, but like that's cool.
Yeah, they did it, and then they moved to an Oscar. Oh, which, by the way, did you hear? So apparently, the Oscars just came out with a tweet that said, now, it said, okay, listen to this. It said specifically, the Academy is implementing rules to make sure that members will not be allowed to vote for the Oscars if they haven't demonstrated that they have watched all of the nominated films.
Were they voting without watching before?
Exactly. Exactly.
What?
Exactly. Exactly. Am I right? Exactly. Exactly. That's what everybody is saying right now. Everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? How
many movies got snubbed because of this?
Exactly. Now we know. Now we know. You know?
That's insane.
Exactly. Like, why would you be saying some shit like that out loud too? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know, but I know it's better, but also, because transparency is better, but also, Jesus Christ, you guys have been terrible forever. You know what I mean?
So awful.
It's so bad. But, and anyway, yeah, like, thanks for sharing. I wish I didn't know. You know what I mean? It's like when you like,
Yeah.
how do I say it? When somebody is really proud of something that they do, and only then do you realize, wait a minute, why have you been doing it wrong this entire time? You know what I mean?
True. I mean, honestly, listen, I wish there was like a manual when I got into content creation to how to do it properly.
True.
Like, I feel like now my whole thing is I know how to do it properly. And so, like, I just tell friends how to do it better than I did. And then they all just, like, blow up.
What's the tip?
I mean, there's a lot of tips. It's just very dependent, right? Like, I don't know. I just give advice to a lot of friends, and then, you know, somehow it works out.
That's nice. Have you ever thought about consulting?
Yeah, but like that sounds like boring, and I like making content, you know.
No,
so
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, do you think that you'd be willing, or is that tiring? Is it tiring when people come up and they're like, "Evan, help! I don't know what's going on," or is it more like, "Yeah, I definitely want to help more people like that"?
I mean, I guess it definitely did become tiring earlier this year because, like, I guess the latest friend who I've been helping, it's like this VTuber named like Mari Yume, right? And like, you know, she was like asking me for advice. Now she almost has like 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it's only been like 4 months. And like, you know, like it. I mean, I love helping her, right? But like because of that, so many people were like, "Evan, can you help me? Can you like what's your advice and stuff?" And I just snapped one day. I was like, "Guys, I don't want to do this," right? Like I help Mari because she's the homie. We've been friends for years, and like I don't mind just telling her stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like legit, like it's not something that I necessarily see myself wanting to do.
You really
It's
just fucking do it because the love for the game.
Yeah, that's it. It's just the love of the game, right?
I never realized, Evan, that you legitimately just love making content to that extent. Do you ever feel like you want to create more privacy over certain things in your life? Like, oh, I wouldn't want to film this part, or is it just kind of like, no, I'm pretty much always open?
Yeah, well, there are definitely things that I wouldn't film, like where I live that's crazy.
Okay, well, I mean,
right?
yeah,
Like,
besides like the obvious of like, you know, of things that would be dangerous for you, but you know how some people like, oh yeah, they would love to vlog, but if they sit down and they eat, they just put it away, kind of stuff. Is there something like that for you?
I definitely do that where I'm like, okay, well, like if we're sitting and eating, it's more of like a chill moment, right? Like maybe I'll film the
Mm.
initial things, like, hey, we're about to eat, and then like during the eating process, I'm not gonna film, right?
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
So there are definitely those intimate moments, and I guess in terms of like other intimate moments that I wouldn't necessarily film, stuff I used to, um, but like I would not like film relationships, right? Like
Oh.
I feel like now I've learned my lessons from the past to try to be more private about that. However,
Tell me
it
about
doesn't
it.
work out when you're a content creator because then sometimes people are like, "Well, I want people to know about this," and I'm like, "Okay, oh."
Okay, what was tell me about the lesson and when you realized that.
um, I guess the lesson was not with my past relationship, but like I guess a couple before that, where like one of my partners and I just you had obviously you have disagreements and stuff like that, and viewers became extremely parasocial, and they felt like they had to be involved in our relationship. I got a
Mm.
5-page essay from a viewer talking about how I was in the wrong. And listen, I don't care if I am, but that was weird.
That's actually
Right? And
super weird, yeah. Like a
I was like, all
stranger.
right. I was like, that's crazy.
A whole
Like
stranger.
maybe, yeah, it's like this person that I don't know is sending me a 5-page essay. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was 5 pages. It wasn't even like double spaced or whatever, just single space,
Oh my
well
god.
written, like maybe like 10 or 12 font, 5-page essay. I'm not kidding.
Jesus
I read the entire thing.
Christ.
It was like, wow.
That's you read the entire thing?
I did. I had to
Did
know
they
what
have
the
a
fuck they were
point?
on about. Okay, in the end of all of it, right? They're just like, yeah, obviously, they're like, Evan, you have to treat her better, blah, 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 and all that stuff. I was like, I agree with you, but damn, why is this your business?
Did you respond to them?
No.
Did you ever address it?
Yes, I was like, that's fucking weird.
You like went online and you were like, please don't fucking do this shit?
Yeah, I was like, that's just weird. That's actually
So
weird.
is it mostly just kind of about the parasocialness?
Yeah, it was mostly just based on the parasocial. Like, it's like I didn't even do anything like horrible. We just had like an argument and a disagreement about something, right?
Right.
And it was like, damn, like you wrote 5 pages.
That's insane, dude. Who has the fucking time
It
out
is.
here? Evan,
That's what I'm saying.
how you said that you haven't had a relationship for the last 2 years, but
Mhm.
previous to that, you had like a new girlfriend every year.
Yep.
What do
At
you
least one, sometimes two.
usually break up over?
Um, it's simple stuff, really. Nothing too major,
Is it
right?
usually you
Uh,
or them?
um, it's a mixture of both, really. Sometimes
Mm.
I'm just like, oh, it's been a few months, I'm over this, and then other times there have been cases where they're like, oh, like I'm over this, and then sometimes it's just like I don't know. We both realized we weren't really ready for a relationship, and maybe we should have spent more time being friends first or something.
How long, sorry, was it where it was like every year you had a new one or 2 new ones?
Well, so my average relationship time, all right, in my lifespan is 4 months. It's awful. It is the worst, and
Evan,
I'm not
sweetie.
proud of it. I'm not. I really am not. But like it sort of happens, and whenever I get to like month 4, I'm just like I tell people this too.
You
Like
brace
if we're about
yourself,
to get into a
don't you?
relationship, yeah, I'm like, listen, all right, like I don't know what's gonna happen, but like maybe I'm cursed or something. After 4 months, we might be sick of each other. And they're like, no, it's not gonna happen. I'm like, all right. And we get to month 4, and they're like, yeah, yeah, we should call it. And I'm
Evan,
like,
don't
all
you
right.
think that's a little that that sucks though? Why would
I
you
don't know. I
say
mean,
that?
I'm still friends with like every single one of my exes outside of one. And
Right.
I mean, they're cool people. Like I said, it's never anything like super major that makes us break up or anything like that, right? Like it's
Mhm.
just we want different things or something, right?
Sure, but my thing is like, why would you
Mhm.
go into a relationship saying some stuff like that?
Because I don't know, I've been cursed, and so I brace them for it. I'm like, all right, This might not last.
Are you bracing them for it, or are you writing your fate?
Damn, I never thought of it that way, actually.
You know what's crazy?
All,
okay, I dated somebody that was kind of like this. Sorry, but realistically, I dated somebody that was pretty much like this, where I remember it was like one of my very first relationships too. And he came in and he was very like, oh, you know, like, you're going to get sick of me, blah, 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 blah. You know, you're like, like, you're too good for me. I don't think, like, you're probably gonna leave me. You're probably gonna cheat on me. So, like, some shit like that. You know what I mean?
I never say that stuff.
Well, of course. But my point is, like, there's, like, there's this kind of, like, negative connotation to it. And then at some point in the relationship, I sat there and I was like, am I being fucking bamboozled? Because to me, in my mind, like, I sat there and then I was like, if you think that I shouldn't be here, why the fuck am I here? You know what I mean?
No, I imagine that definitely is what it comes down to in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been told by my exes, and I don't understand how this makes sense, but like I asked one of them to describe it. Apparently, I'm a really, really good boyfriend when it comes to like dates and all of that romantic stuff. But I'm a really bad boyfriend when it comes to being a boyfriend. And I'm like, what?
I know exactly what they mean.
Yeah, well, like, what does that mean?
Okay. I don't know. I can't speak for them, but I'll tell you exactly. Like, you know me. You've known me for years. We've been friends for years. I'm always this kind of person, and I always have commitment issues for a reason. You can literally do all the right things, but for some reason, if we don't feel emotionally secure or comforted, if there's just not that secret language that you get, it's just not good. So, like, yeah, it's really
women speaking riddles.
I mean, it's not necessarily that, like, how do I say this? Okay. Fuck. This is so difficult.
We're learning, chat. We're learning.
Yeah. Right. Take notes. Okay. If I say it's that thing, right? I think we talked about this a couple of years back or whatever, where it's like, if I say, damn, honestly, I had a tough day at work today. And your first answer is more like a fixing question. This happens all the time. I think everybody says this, like a fixing thing. It's not like you're empathize. It's just literally empathy. It literally is just empathy.
Yeah. Okay. So like I have been told my biggest issue is that I try to fix everything.
Yeah. It's literally
not everything needs to be fixed.
We just want to be empathized with, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That and also shit. That thing that people talk about, like, oh, if you want it, just say it. Here's the deal, right? If and I'm gonna ask chat this too. If you told me, if I like I went down a whole line of people like we met together, mutual friends and everything, and it was the first time meeting them, and I told every single one of them like, oh my god, you look so good. You're so handsome. You're so pretty. And then I got to you, and it's like our first time meeting, and I just say, hey, it's so great to see you. You would feel that's fucking weird, right?
Yeah, I definitely would. That's true.
But here's the thing, like, would you openly tell me, hey, why didn't you say that? Why didn't you compliment me? You complimented everybody else.
I don't think I would openly tell you that.
Okay, now I want to ask why you think you wouldn't.
Well, because again, we wouldn't have known each other, right? So I wouldn't like. I feel like it'd just.
Well,
be
I just mean like it's let's say it's like our first time at a convention, like or the first time meeting each other at a convention, but we knew each other. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Would you have asked me?
Okay. If we knew each other, then yes, I would be like, yo, why did you say that about me?
Okay. And then if I suddenly said, oh well, Evan, you're so handsome, how would that feel?
It'd feel like you just attached it on to the end, right? Like it just.
So
you didn't really.
So when people say if you want something, just say it. Sometimes women don't want to tell you what they want to hear because then they think that you're just saying it because they said it, because they asked for it, not that you actually believe it.
What? Chad, Chad, are you getting this? I'm not understanding.
okay.
Am I crazy?
Okay, here's the deal. Well, my point was like, sorry, maybe I'm not doing great, but my point was like, okay, you probably would feel like I only complimented you because you mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how whenever women say, like, whenever people get upset about women not like wanting things without saying it and then getting upset later, it's kind of that same idea, because now we feel like if we say something, it's like, and then you suddenly compliment us or you suddenly say something like that, it's almost like an attachment at the end. It's almost like, well, I don't really believe that.
Yeah,
okay. It's like,
no,
well, I don't really believe that. But I wouldn't naturally think this about you, or I wouldn't naturally think to care for you like this. But since you said it, I'll do it. You know? And then women are just kind of like, well, fuck, I wish that they just fucking cared. And
no, that makes sense. I had like a thing like this happen like a few months ago where this girl texted me and she's like, "Oh, Evan, it saddens me. You didn't even notice that I wasn't like doing well or wasn't in a good mood." I was like, "Was I supposed to know that?" Like, I just,
I don't know about how you and that relationship is. Realistically, though, there's a high possibility maybe she just likes you and you just didn't like her enough to notice. Also.
No. It was a whole thing. I was going to see her, right? I drove halfway across the country, and then halfway through that drive, I said, "You know what? I'll go see someone else." and I didn't realize until like a week ago how that looked on paper, and I was like, "Oh
my god."
Oh, I know. I'm not. Listen. I didn't. My brain wasn't really working when I did that. I was just trying to, because I do things just to do things, right? And yeah, it didn't help that the person I went to see, it was another woman, which really put the brainworms in her head. And I was like, that's not even what was happening. I was just trying to, I was driving. It was a random decision.
Wow. I think you would just have to put yourself in her shoes, and in that case.
Yeah. No, I get it now. But hey, at least honestly, I have fun. I had a lot of fun. I just do things to do things.
You do things to do things, and it's tough. You really need to find and that's part of the whole journey, I bet, that you had, where it's like finding the right person to understand. It's never really that personal. It really is just, I just do things and I say things, and it's never supposed to mean anything. It's never supposed to, you know what I mean? I just did it. Sorry if it made you feel weird. I'm sorry if it was bad. Like, I won't do it again, but I was just doing it. I didn't mean to do anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I feel
I'm that
like
person just hopes that every person around me is happy when I'm around.
No, that's understandable. I feel the exact same way. Which is why...
You make your chat happy.
What?
You make your chat happy.
Thank you. You make me happy, Evan.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's why whenever I'm always like... I don't know, whenever I see you, whenever I get the chance to see you, I'm always like, Evan! I do my best to go out and actually say hi.
I feel like I have like RBF though, and I always look like I'm annoyed at everything.
I like halfway. When you're speaking, if you're just walking without speaking to anybody, yes. But if you're speaking to somebody, you have a natural smile when you're speaking.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, if only I could keep that on my face the entire time.
No, it sounds like a lot of work.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. Do you want a long-term relationship?
Me, I don't know. I guess over the past year and a half-ish, like I said, I've just kind of been chilling, making content. And as time has gone by, my relationship with relationships was like, I don't want anything. And then recently, more so, I finally realized after revisiting a lot of things, I was like, maybe that girl that I randomly decided to not visit a few months back, it was kind of onto something, because maybe I do like her. Hello. And yeah.
Are you
So
gonna do
there,
something about it?
that's like a crazy sentence to ask me. I
You
don't.
could.
Okay,
You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer.
no. I'm willing to answer. It's
Okay.
just like I could have done something about it already. Um,
Ooh.
but like, okay, hear me out.
Okay.
She wants me to tell her that we are in a relationship. She doesn't want me to ask. She wants me to tell her, and I don't like that.
Mm.
Right? Like I've talked to her about this several times. I'm like, okay, but like I want to ask you, and she's like, no. Like if you ask me, I'm just gonna like give you a wishy-washy answer. I'm like, no, how does it make you different from me telling you? And she's like, well, I want you to tell me, put your foot down and say we are in a relationship, and then I will
Oh
acknowledge that we are.
no.
And I'm like, what?
She. Yo, she got things to fix. Also.
Yeah.
She got.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Issues,
That's why I haven't done it.
bro.
That's why I haven't done it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna do this.
She got issues. She sounds like she needs security in her life.
Yeah. So I've just kind of been chilling. I've been,
Vibing.
slowly hoping that if I do, put that question down, she will
Well,
actually
not a question.
answer.
So, not a question, apparently. Like the command
Yeah,
now, I
yeah.
guess. Shit.
I know.
You just suddenly
I'm not
command
that
her.
person. I don't like. Okay, I don't know. All right, maybe I do like telling people what to do, but like not in a situation like this where feelings are involved.
What,
It's like
what situation then? Where do you like telling people what to do?
I like if I had a protein shake and like I was like, yo, you got to try this protein shake. Like it's like a situation like that. They'd be like, you got to try this.
That's crazy. I would not have thought that you were that type.
What do you mean?
To be like very commanding in certain situations.
But this is just if it's a good protein shake, you have to try it,
No, right. I just, I didn't think that you were. Maybe you could have been the type that was like, hey, it's pretty good. Yeah, if you want to try it, you should.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just like telling people what to do.
Yeah.
What was wrong with that?
Nothing. I literally was just wondering what situations you would say that you like telling people what to do on. So I didn't say anything. You're the. I didn't. Hi, hey. Protein shakes, am I right? Oh my god.
Me scrambling to find the right analogy.
What is your what do you think your favorite thing about being in a relationship? I usually wouldn't, but like I've never met somebody who literally has so many different relationships within such a short period of time in their life.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm my friends call me a hoe, and it's not even like because I try to be. It just happens.
I mean, realistically, I've seen you, right? Like I know you. I've known you for years.
Yeah.
And I think I was always confused. I felt like you were always single, but also you never said you were ever single. I just assumed you were single because I felt like
people just always assume that I was. It's
well,
like,
not in like a
really
weird way. It was just, your relationships never lasted long enough for me not to to see. By the time that I saw you next time,
That's true. I'd either be single or in a new relationship. Yeah, no, that's actually fair.
So why do you like being in relationships so much?
It's not that I wouldn't say I like. Okay, I guess everybody likes being in a relationship, right? Because then you're validated by another human being, which most people want. But it's not that I don't like being in relationships because I'm fine, being alone, right? It's just I don't know, just having someone there to validate you strokes your ego or something. I don't know. I just like that.
That's understandable.
It's like, damn, another human being actually thinks I'm cool. That's awesome.
So like being Belize's #1 YouTuber is just not enough, huh?
Okay. People have talked to me about that. They're like, well, Evan, like, obviously you have like, all these fans and stuff like that. And yeah, that's fine. And sure, that's real. But like, maybe it's the detachment of like, I don't know my viewers personally. Right. So like, it still doesn't feel real to me.
So realistically, do you feel like maybe you're just little lonely?
I suppose, yeah. I feel like everybody's a little lonely.
I agree. I'm a little lonely.
Yeah. So like, I guess I try to always find someone else to make me feel less lonely, someone that obviously I know and I vibe with. So, they could, help me feel something.
Damn. How are you feeling? How are you coping with little loneliness right now while you're so, while you're kind of trying to vibe out a little bit more, chill out a little bit more?
I guess realistically, I just, like I said, I was just making videos, right?
I mean, you've
That's how
always
I
made
cope.
videos.
Yeah, but I think I focused a little bit more on that, and maybe what has helped me a little bit was the fact that because I've been in this very weird limbo state with that girl that I didn't visit,
Mm.
it feels less lonely because
Mm-mm. There's at least
like
some kind of talking.
yeah, there
Yeah.
is. So like I guess that's why I'm just like a lot less lonely. And also it also helps that she and I have been best friends for literally years.
Oh,
And yeah, yeah, yeah. One of those.
that's
I know. I know.
it's
I know.
it's it's both great and awful. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm realizing that right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, this could be the greatest thing ever, but damn, it could really, really not.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Have you ever heard this thing of people saying like you should be with your best friend?
Yeah, it honestly did. I think I agree with them. Before I didn't, right? Before I was just like, okay, like that's just seems weird to me. But then I've noticed so many of my friends, literally marry their best friends, and I'm just like, that's cool, you know. And then I
Yeah.
realized slowly they're actually friends, and it makes things so easy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn,
Sorry, give me
that's
just 1 second. Conrad,
go
thank
for
you
it.
so much for sending a gift membership. I appreciate it. Alex, please say thank you to
Yo,
Conrad.
Cateron, let's go. Conrad, sorry, let's
Thank
go.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. That's and then this happened and you were like, "Oh, this is kind of nice. Like they kind of get me."
Well, I mean, obviously, this was never the plan.
It just happened.
um,
Who said
it's just,
who said something
hmm?
first?
It was her,
That's
and
nice.
I mean, I agreed with her because I was like, "You're right." Like, clear, because you come to the realization after a while, you're like, with everything that has happened,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, we always just fucked with each other, right? Like
Mhm.
we were just always cool. We could argue about literally anything, and we
Mhm.
talk about it, and we're fine. Like and we're just like, we can't do that with anybody else,
Right,
you
right.
know.
Mhm.
And yeah, I see other people do that with like their like spouses or whatever, and I'm like, damn, that seems awesome, right? Like you could hang out with them. Like I'm seeing some of my friends be like, yo, dude, I just went to the arcade with like my partner, who I've been married to for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's chill.
That's
That's chill as shit.
ideal. Ideal.
Yeah, like I do stuff like that with my best friend. I'd be like, yo, let's do this. And like she'd be like, all right, bet. And then, like I'm like, that's cool. Like
Mhm.
so yeah, we just started discussing it and stuff. And we came to the realization, okay, we are into each other. And then she was like, okay, well then define our relationship. What are we? I made a tweet about this. This is like it was a year ago when I was like, I think I just fumbled a girl. Because she was like, define our relationship. What are we? And I was like as in like boyfriend or girlfriend. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you want me to tell you what we are? She's like, yeah, what are we? And I was like,
I don't know. You tell me, bro.
maybe
What are you willing to
no.
be?
No, I told her maybe we should be friends.
Oh. Oh, honey.
But
I mean, if
it
you
wasn't because I wanted that to be a permanent thing. I just thought we should figure it out
like for
a
now.
little more.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
specific words you have to say, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Some words just don't come out the same
Mhm.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. So that, greatest fumble known to mankind. Thank you. I'm the fumbler.
I think I
But here
saw
we are a
this
year later
actually. I
and
think I
we're
saw this
figuring
tweet.
it out. Just saying.
I think I saw this
Yeah.
tweet.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. was a real tweet I made. It was a real tweet I made. Because like it happened, and I was like, did I make the right decision? I wasn't sure. I was like, damn, I'm not sure if I made the right call there.
Hmm.
So yeah, and ever since then, she's like, well, you got to tell me. I'm like, but I want to ask.
Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense. That's interesting. Because
Mhm.
I mean, I understand both sides, obviously, right?
Mhm.
It's just putting it into practice, like into real life practice, the concept of he'll just dominate, you know, the title with and tell me what's going on is so
Yeah.
difficult. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I could totally believe that in fucking fan fiction. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, I'm saying like that. Look, I don't know. That feels abusive to me.
yeah,
I feel like I'm
just
taking
let me
away
just ask real quick.
choice.
Does she play Love in Deep Space? Because she's sounding like maybe she's into that.
Yeah, I'm like this, that just feels wrong to me.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. Yeah, in fan fiction, of course. It works in fan fiction because then it's fiction. But then, like, obviously you have to consider the way the other person feels all the time as human beings.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, so how do you... Obviously, I mean, I feel like something like this, you know, the relationships in your life, all of that, it's got to be a bit turbulent. You know, it's been turbulent in your life. How does that affect your content? Like, do the breakups at this point still make it harder? No.
I mean, if I break up with someone, my video is still coming out as normal. That's not gonna affect
completely
it, right?
so you completely separate like your work and your personal life really well.
I definitely did not in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And that was bad, like really bad and unfair. Like I had a partner that she cheated on me, and I, released like my, funny review of an anime, and I referenced that in the video. And in the video, like it got like 60,000 views in the first day, right? And she happened to be one of the people that saw that and was like, yo, what the heck is wrong with you? Take this down, blah, blah, blah. And I was
Why?
like,
Did you say her name or something?
Why would I? No, I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Bitch, you cheated on me. The fuck?
No, exactly. Yeah, I was like, you cheated on me. Like, why do I care? But I think where I messed up was because like it was public knowledge of who I was dating at the time and all that stuff. She'd been in a few videos, and I know. And there was an image of her in the video. Didn't really, I eventually after a week was like, oh, this is probably not okay.
Oh my God.
That video has long since been removed.
Yeah, no. I mean, any identifier is the issue, right?
Yeah.
The identifier.
So, like that, I came from a place of hurt back then.
I mean, to be
but
fair,
ever since,
she
haven't
cheated
done
on
anything
you,
like
so.
that. Yeah, she did cheat on me. I know. Oh my God, that woman cheated on me. Took the apartment that was in my name. Took my dog. My Flanagan. I'll never get him back. I know. So yeah.
Honestly,
I was hurt.
Realistically, I don't feel bad for her. I think
I
don't think you're in the
I gave
there.
her too much credit. I like should have kept the video up and all that stuff. And it just felt wrong.
Yeah. Like it's different. Even if she deserves it, doesn't mean that you deserve to be that person.
No, exactly.
Because if that makes you feel like, okay, this is wrong, like then it just hurts you, right?
No, literally. Like how would I live myself, right?
Exactly. So, man, I mean, hey, kudos to you for really caring that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When in consideration, Channel 5.
Guy.
Yeah, except for Channel 5 News. Fuck them, right?
Yeah, fuck Channel 5 News, Belize. How dare you not put me on? And also, I love you.
Also, please put me on now. Like, if you put me on now, I'll forgive you. Just letting you know. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, gosh. Well, Evan.
Yes.
This is right around when we start wrapping up.
Okay. I've had a very good time. I'm not gonna lie. This is great.
I'm glad. I'm having a great time too. It's cool because we've known each other for a long time, and I mean, you know me in a very different manner as well. I feel like
I'm proud of you, like genuinely.
Thank
like
you.
freaking proud of you. I mentioned that a little last night, I think, in DMs or whatever. But like, not to the extent that I will now. I'm like absolutely proud of you.
Thank you so much. No, yeah, you've seen me since the very beginning is what's so crazy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm so, you guys, I have to tell you, okay, how fucked up it was. Oh my goodness, it's not me, but well, I mean me, right? It was me. But, you know, at one point in my life, I was friends with other people who played games, and that is how I met Evan. And during the game, everybody bagged on Evan. And so naturally, I said, okay, let's bag on Evan. But I was so, I felt like it was just such a natural progression for me in my brain. But I remembered, like later on, I was like, fuck. I don't actually know this guy. Like, like in my head afterwards, and I think, did you tell me or something? You're like, do we actually have a problem or something like that?
Yeah, I think I don't know. Like, I was just like concerned that people actually disliked me.
Oh, okay. Well, and then I was like, no, I'm so sorry. This is just how it happened, you know? And that's how we became friends. Yeah. We became friends with me accidentally bagging on him too much and him going, what the fuck is wrong with you, lady? Like, I don't even know you. We've hung out twice. But you know, I can't believe it's been a long journey. It's been
a very long journey, but a good one. Very good one.
Very good. And we got to hang out with each other very often. We know each other's circles generally, I think, or at least both of our, you know, 2 to 3 people that continuously walk with us always know each other.
That's true. That is actually true.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you had a great time. I had a great time. And by that I totally forgot to mention, like, yeah, we've known each other for a very long time, but I feel like I'm happy that I got to sit down and actually see maybe what's going on more behind the brain of just like, you really do just love the game.
I just making content.
You just love making content, and so you do it all the time. And all the things that you do are really just, yeah, okay, let's just do them. Like, it's never anything like deep or serious. So it's
I think like a lot of, like, you know, for instance, like Connor's earlier video ideas, a lot of those were my ideas that I just fed to him, and as stupid as they were, and he was like, oh shit, that's great, yeah, let's fucking do it. And yeah, he did it. And like, I don't know, I just like making content.
You just like putting good shit out there, huh?
Yeah.
That's great. No, I'm really glad to actually have been, you know, able to like sit down and really get to know you and really feel like, because every other time I feel like we're always busy or we always know each other in different ways as well, right? Like, definitely you have seen me drink way too much and way too often all the time. And I'm pretty sure this is the most calm you've ever heard me ever in my life.
I was never gonna bring that up. You just outed yourself right there.
No. My chat knows that I partake in good drink, right, chat?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. This is probably the most sober conversation I have ever had with you in my entire time knowing you.
How does it feel meeting sober Maeve? She chill? She cool? Like, you should let drunk Maeve know later if she's chill.
Yeah. You're both cool.
Thank you. But realistically, oh my god, wait. Evan!
Yeah?
I totally forgot. Yesterday, obviously, you know, yesterday was Easter. And I had dinner with my family, which obviously means I drank. Which means because you said that, oh, this is probably the most sober conversation you've had with me. It's true. Also, yesterday when we were DMing and I was showing the thumbnail and everything, I did all of that intoxicated.
You see what I mean?
Oh my god. I like didn't realize that. And I was like, oh my goodness, that is true. It is still. I was incredibly intoxicated yesterday while still talking to you.
Guys, I can never have a normal conversation except for today with Maeve.
That's not true. true. That's not true. Now I know you a little too well. I've also been doing better with it. I've actually been doing better with it. Just not yesterday because it was the Lord's Day and you know his blood and all that. Blood of Christ. Yep. Yep. Blood of Christ.
Pouring one out for the homie.
Yeah, pour one out for Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. Well,
at least you didn't possibly do something to Pope like Vance.
You what?
Vance made a tweet about the Pope, and I was like, guys, I wasn't involved.
What the fuck? Why would he say that?
I don't know. It was so funny. I responded. I said, why did you do it?
Dude, that's so fucking crazy though that the Pope passed away on Easter.
Oh man.
I did not realize that Vance fucking said some shit like that. Why did he say some shit like that? I need to check. I don't know.
That was a wild tweet.
Is it still there? I need to know.
Let's see. Is it
Oh yeah, it says different Vance. Stop blaming me.
Yeah, and I said, why did you do it?
Hit tweet. Oh my god. That's so good. That's so funny. This is the tweet we're talking about, you guys. My senpai Vance. Met him once, dies.
Can't believe Vance met the Pope, dude. Wow.
I know. He didn't even invite me. And then he fucking killed him without inviting me. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I had a wonderful time, Evan. I really appreciate it. This is a Who Are You Really tradition. At the very end, we ask you. You now are on the box with a speakerphone and you can say absolutely anything to anyone. Advice or something that you want people to know about you, or a message of hope, or you know, telling people that they need to shut the fuck up. Anything. Just this is your time.
I guess if I had advice to anyone who just wanted to just have a little bit more fun in their life, right? I know it's scary, but I'm sure that there's like that one thing you want to do, even if it's just like, I don't know, visiting a lake over the weekend, but you're like, wow, I'm not sure if I'll like have the funds for it or the time to do it. Like, hear me out, just do it, right? Because I'm sure your brain can use that time to just mentally turn off for a bit and just enjoy life as it comes to you. And I promise you, it'll make you lock in a lot harder after you take that break.
Do you think you take enough breaks?
Hell no.
Lovely.
No, but I have been, I guess, a little bit more this year. So, and I think that's helped me a lot.
I'm glad. Yeah. That's all that really matters. If you feel it, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Evan. Please plug yourself.
My name is Evan. You can follow me on my main channel, Evanito, my live channel, Evanito Live, or the Plus channel if you care about children's cartoons and me ripping them apart because I'm totally wrong about them. Evanito Plus. Don't follow the other channel because that's just VTuber news, and I think that would just give you anxiety.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, those are 3 channels I think you should follow if you like me, and yeah, that's about it.
There you go. Thank you so much, Evan. I really appreciate you for coming on to Who Are You Really? I know I asked like a million years ago and then completely forgot. And then so thankful that you came in and I was like, oh, I should.
You asked me like a few days. What do you mean a million years? Was it not like last week?
Well, yes. But also I think like I wanted to have you, or maybe I like had mentioned it like when I like first started also.
Oh, probably. I remember you asked me like last week, and I was like, sure.
Thank you. All right. I really appreciate it, Evan. Everybody say thank you so much to Evan. And also, bye. Have a wonderful day, hon.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Everybody say bye, Evan. Bye.
Bye. How do I leave this thing?
He goes, how do I leave this thing? Oh god, that's so funny. He did it. He left it. He left it. Nice. Oh man, it's it's great to catch up with like friends too. So it feels good. Don't say that, Conrad. Don't say it. It's not the final one. For now. I'm just kidding. It's not the final one. Okay. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay, everybody. I know I'm late with my schedule, and I feel like I've always been pretty late, but I do have a cough, and some things are happening, so I'm hoping that I possibly will just put up things as they come, and as I can this week. We'll see. Yeah, of course. We would do our best. I will do my best. I will do my best. I think I'm gonna try to spend at least a little bit of today just resting up. Yeah, I've done ASMR before. I do ASMR monthly. But also, yeah, I'm Globie's Maeve. Hold on. I have to open up something to try and... I just need to get some rest, honestly, because, you know, there's just a lot of work going on right now for my new job. Your new POV was wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm doing the POV, script challenge, voice acting script challenge for our play. A friend of mine asked me to participate, so you'll get more POVs and enjoyments. Give me 1 second. Wonderful. Here we go. I am... Okay. I also didn't do an Easter Bunny costume, but I want to. But I'm not going to say anything else about it. Okay. I'm Globie's Maeve Morveren. I am a corporate heiress Selkie. I will see you guys when I can see you guys, but I really appreciate you guys always. Seal kisses and ocean wishes. Bye-bye.